Hi, I'm Richard Wheeler, and this is Richard Wheeler Works. It's a Twitch stream where I work. And it's Friday, June 18th, 2021, 1:30 Pacific Time. I'm coming to you from the mobile bunker. And we're going to be continuing with a part of the ongoing If I Could See What You See project, which is an open source surveillance pedagogy project where we're using publicly available information, mostly government PR and propaganda, to understand practices of intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, mostly the reconnaissance and surveillance part, and mostly the special reconnaissance and close target reconnaissance. But there's a lot of stuff that goes on there. What's going on with my hair? Jesus Christ. Ah! Headphones. All right. So Wednesday, the last time we were on, we were looking at stuff in YouTube where we got through the Marines in terms of recent posts. So we're gonna just skip everything here that is. Prior to M. Maybe some new stuff came in, but we don't care. Do we look at the Marines? I think we did. So we'll just start here, Marine Force Reserve. We're going to get videos. And remember, this part, we're just trying to get into this every 3 months cycle of doing this work. Yeah, there we go. In order to see what's coming in to the subscriptions I have. Now, I have been working on some automation finally after many, but it's, well, I'm not primarily a programmer, so I can screw around, but it doesn't, it takes a lot of work. What is this? Fishy business. It's making fish. All right. Okay. Rapid insertion. Do 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 do. That's just interesting to me. Okay. Okay. Open this somewhere. I haven't seen a lot of these. Okay. I don't know if I've seen any of this. Scout snipers, that's as far back as I went. Alright. Open this in another window. Okay, this is the Army Medical Corps Center for Excellence. That's what that COE means. Probably not a lot here. I need to split these out. No, nothing here. This is more stuff that's like just about, the military world in general, not ISR. Ministry of Defense of Colombia, as I mentioned Wednesday, a lot of time these Department of Defense / Ministry of Defense sites are not great because they tend to be a lot of like this here is people just talking heads, not great, press releases. Yeah, this must be the Minister of Defense, Diego Milano. Okay, great, but boring for me, so okay, we can move on. Ministry van Defensie of the Netherlands? This looks like Dutch to me, maybe? Oh, I don't want to play all. Please don't. Don't do that to me. Not interesting. Oh, what's this? Sniper. Comm specialist. Well, this definitely goes in, right? Save to playlist. Videos to review. That's it. There's not a lot. Huh. This is all really 6 years ago. This is. I never saw this. What is this? Demolition specialist? Huh. 2014. This looks like the. Looks like the titles to True Detective. Special Mechanics, Special Reconnaissance. This is interesting. This is like the. This is not necessarily EOD. It's like the. Yeah, all right. Free Opérationnel Spécial. FOS in French. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder why this came up as new. If there hasn't been anything new here for 6 years. Okay. Ministerio de Defensa Nacional de aquí, Uruguay. Huh. Am I not? I'm not subscribed to Uruguayan Army. Well, there we go. And I usually don't subscribe to the Navy and the Air Force. Sometimes the Navy, navies do have. Wait a second. Is Uruguay landlocked? Anyway, typically, uh, because naval and Air Force components are smaller, they have smaller special operations footprints. Um, you will see a lot of special reconnaissance inside naval special operations, but I typically don't subscribe to Navy pages because it's mostly ships and planes, which I'm not interested in, both in general and for the project. This is Ministry of Defense of Poland, Ministry of Defense of the United Kingdom. Okay. Lieutenant General Blob opens new net zero carbon training. All right. Not for now, but for later. Bird sanctuary? What? Okay. CMOD police dog section in action. Huh. Okay. Okay. Nothing there. Ministry of Defense, Government of India. See what's going on out there. Noisy. Not a lot here. That's my experience. Never really found anything good. The Indian Army. Do I file it? Do they have their own page? Indian Navy. Okay. Ministère des Armées. Nope. Minister of Defense, talking in front of a podium. Space. Oh, European defense. We're all in this together. You know, blah, blah, blah. I mean, who is the audience for this stuff? Frère d'armes, volontaire de service civique en stage de cohésion au Centre national de sport et de la défense. Ok. Ok. Ministério da Defesa. Brazil? This is like a week in defense kind of thing. It's too much to go through. I just can't go through that stuff. There may be a half a second of something in there, but it's too much work to go through. Musée de l'Armée. Oh, it just sounds to me historical stuff. And artifact driven. So. Okay, National Guard. Usually not a lot here. Urban Elite Training Force is a ranger. Find new ways to serve as a prior service member. Wildland Fighting is a National Guard soldier. Okay. Learn how to fight drone. Winter training. Become a strong version of yourself. HLZ. Weapons training. Air assault school. Free tuition and making a difference. Yeah, if only the Army's tuition assistance program actually worked, which it doesn't. This propaganda can really grate on me because it's especially this stuff, like all the reasons that it's great to do it. It's like this is not going to be your reality. Army National Guard female firefighters. Really pushing this firefighting thing. Okay. Doesn't matter. Not like being a firefighter is going to get you any veterans benefits. Different project. NATO. Usually not a lot here. Usually not a lot. Joint Tactical Air Controller, EOD. Man. I'll just skip here. Dogs and drones of the rescue. All right. Well, we'll do NATO news, and then we'll do the NATO channel in French. Oh, this is the worst. This is all just people at podiums. NATO and science. Okay. Accord de normalisation OTAN. This is it's actually a whole interesting thing. Like, it's standards for things that operate across NATO forces. So, like the magazine that goes into an M4 assault rifle is the same. You can use a magazine from an M4 assault rifle in a British, what is it, LA8, Swedish A5. Like they're all interchangeable, which is interesting, but not for this project. Okay, so that's NATO. The North Dakota National Guard. Hello. I need to go back at some point, and I should do it maybe once a year. Make sure I'm every 6 months actually signed up to all the channels I can be signed up to. Wildland Firefighters. God, they're really on that, aren't they? Because they need to be, because everything's on fire. Okay, Policía Nacional de quoi? Spain? It's a Spanish flag, right? Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know the difference between the Policía Nacional. Well, you're right. The Guardia Civil is more of a paramilitary force. These guys look pretty paramilitary, though, don't they? I wish I could hover and then this would, come into view. What's this? Cocaine inside of a pineapple. Is a pineapple under the sea? Yeah, police do have special, surveillance capabilities, but frequently what you see on police YouTube channels are just busts, like this. They love showing raids. The actual act of catching a bad guy, right? Not, right? Desarticulado infraganti un grupo criminal. Desarticulado must mean arrest. Finnish Defense Forces. I think this is like the Ministry of Defense. This is Ministry of Defense. Yeah, so not a lot, not that good. Recrutement armée de terre. It's like Go Army. It's like, I can't remember the British one. This is part of the long. There are hundreds of military fitness videos that came out during the pandemic. South African Defense News is like the Ministry of Defense, Department of Defense, so it's not that good for our purposes. Mostly people talking. U.S. Army main site, not that good. Too big. Big operations, Army's birthday. I do like simulator stuff, but not for this. Jumping out of planes. Being high production value, right? Like they're doing something here. Sergeant Major of the Army, like anyone's actually watching that. Why is anyone watching any of this as far as is what I want to know? Why do some have more than others? Question. Lebanese Army, not going to be allowed here. People talking. Again, who are the 3,400 people watching the Lebanese army's commander talking about something. Honestly? Okay. This is the Czech army. I think a part of the Czech army? That must be an artificial intelligence. Hypersect. Yeah, this is all like people talking about science fiction like it's real. U.S. Army DevCom, that's Development Command. Army Research Laboratory. Nanotechnology. Uniforms of programmable fiber. Okay. What's this? It's only 34 seconds. Okay. U.S. Army Europe. Not gonna lie here. It's like that. It's exercises. Blah blah blah. Hours ago, 2 days ago, joint operations with the Norwegians, joint operations with somebody else, Albania. Mm-hmm. Fort Huachuca, Army base in Arizona, home of the U.S. Army Intelligence Center. Fort report, new sign unveiled. Ooh. There are ones. Boring. Vermont National Guard. Okay. That's the general in charge of whatever. The adjutant general. Is that let's see here. I wonder if anything is different here. Sorry, I'm looking for the. Do I have batteries in here? Yeah. These are supposed to be noise canceling. Workouts. This is the. I don't know what this means. Actually, I've never known that. Let's check that out. Slave. It's language, although I think that's Dutch. Working at defense. I don't understand what this is. It's just like stuff. Be in the military. All right, West Point, not going to be a lot here. Yeah. Boring. Zone de défense sud-est. For some reason, this part of the French army has its own website. I've never really understood. I don't know how the French army is split up. Historiel du paysan soldat à Fleuriel. Okay. École de guerre Paris. So it had no content, now it does. Colloque sécurité environnement. Winning without victory. Well, that looks interesting. Okay. Österreich Bundesheer. Austrian army. Austria's a neutral power. Not a member of NATO. So it's interesting. They have some things that are interoperable with other European armies, some things that aren't. They have some special capabilities, or they're more focused on peacekeeping or things like that in their external operations. They use the. Oh, wait a second, but that's an interesting question. Just aside from that, Stanag magazines, Steyr. It's called Steyr. Oh, that's interesting. So they make a NATO version that accepts the standard Stanag. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Magazine. Or it accepts its own magazine. Well, this isn't going anywhere fast, is it? A3M1 stock, cockpit piece of work synthetic. The rest in a standard version that accepts as genuine Steyr AUG magazines, or as a NATO version. Huh. Why wouldn't you just do the whole thing as a NATO one? I don't understand. It feeds better. I don't know. Alright. Sorry, back to work. Let's see, 2 months ago. 2 months ago. Okay, not a lot there. Okay, this is something Russian. I don't know. Well, let's figure out what that actually says. I actually don't know what that says. Okay, Ministry of Defense of Russia. So boring. I don't know if the Russian army has its own, or like. Yeah, I mean, these don't look real, right? It's like, why are there all these troll sites. I don't understand. Eep mop. All right. This is the Israeli Defense Force Hebrew page. Mostly, though, everything that's available in Hebrew is available. Well, no, it's not available in other languages all the time. Okay, what's this? Israel has a lot of these specialized engineer units, search and rescue units, Navy commandos, which like cool, but I mean, Israel obviously has a massive surveillance apparatus. A lot of their special forces units, at least what you see on YouTube, which is a representation of reality, but not reality. Let's be clear about it. A lot of what you see on YouTube is more direct action capabilities, not special reconnaissance. This is is this Lebanon? Who's Syria? Whose flag is that? It's Lebanon? I thought we already had that. Anyway. Excuse me, Japanese Self-Defense Force official channel. Japanese MOD. Well, I mean, it's just going to be people talking, right? Cannot be interesting. Yeah, anyway. Let's see. Japanese Self-Defense Force. Oh, this must be Japanese Air Self-Defense Force, and then there's a ground forces, right? Okay. Rock Army. I mean, I always like little Razor scooters, but no. All right, I'll just go down here. I had 2 cups of coffee were not enough. Nothing else hanging out down here. I mean, there shouldn't be, but go back up to the top. Anything else that we didn't see? We did not see anything last time from the 10e Régiment du Hussards. It has 2 videos. Okay. Devenir volontaire, 8e Régiment de parachutistes, infanterie marine. Why are these things here? There's nothing new. This, internet trying to get into your brain, get you to click on something. Okay, so That was about 35 minutes. So it was, about an hour and a half to get through. Oh, excuse me. All of it for 3 months. It was about 2 months, so let's say 3 months. It's interesting. It doesn't. I have it in like gallery view, and you're not seeing it. Are you seeing anything? Just may not be able to pull and push at the same time, which is unfortunate because that's really what I'd like to do. Yeah, you're not seeing anything. All right, well, that's enough work for today. This is Richard Wheeler, and this has been Richard Wheeler Works. See you again soon.